Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 203 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we are, well, still working on hydrofluoric acid, but at least we have just started doing what we need to do instead of just thinking about if we can do something else. So we're trying to crush all of our ores and then crush them again into crushed ferrous mixture. I just forgot all about that we also get crushed stone out of this. And I guess that crushed stone will just go on the outside here somehow. Need to figure that out. So it's not really too big of a problem, I don't think, to get that out. It just makes everything a little bit wider. I guess we can just do this with all of the belts we want out here. So we need to get blue in, we need to get yellow in. We need to get red in. Blue, yellow, red. Which is not the prettiest in the world, but it's fine. And we need to get crushed stone out. Oops. And we should be able to do this everywhere, right? Yes. Now this is 1/6 of all the crushed stuff, which is less than half a red belt, so we don't need any balancing of that. Honestly, this can just stay in here and just go like that. Same thing here. That just makes it a little bit prettier. How? No, we are getting everything in. We're getting stuff out. This needs to be only crushed stone though, so we need to filter, insert that stuff. Let's go grab some of those. Hopefully we have them available in the network. Though I don't really see them. And they are missing, okay. So all of these chunking setups have been made with red underground. That's not really what we wanted to do. Also power problems, probably because of power poles. No, we still have some. Is it just logistic zone expanders that we are missing then? Yeah, okay. So shouldn't we downgrade the belt here? Well, we did that for the crystal stuff, but maybe not for chunks. Where did we design this? Over here? Yeah, and we did this with yellow belt. I guess I just didn't update the blueprint. Let's do that. And let's downgrade all of these. There was some belts in this that are not allowed to be downgraded. But I don't think that's anywhere in this end. And I think this should all be fine as well. So should all of this. These need to stay red. These need to stay red. These can be yellow. Okay, I think that's everything. Still need logistics zone expanders. But that'll wait. Oh, I guess not, since we need to go grab filter inserters anyway. Well, I guess we're actually making those manually, is that right? I am not sure. Let's grab these first. Red circuits are out again. What's the problem this time? Whatever is on this belt. Aluminium. Really? Is it because of sulfuric wastewater? What is this doing here? Why is that not connected to anything? Because we're doing this locally. I don't have sulfuric acid here. No sulfuric acid. I probably just disconnected this somewhere. Like with so many other things. Yeah, there's no sulfuric acid through there. Okay. But we were here for filter inserters and something else that I don't remember now. And we do filter inserters up here or something. We are going to need it a lot, it seems. Inserters and green. Green in there. Green in there. Inserters in there. We also need power poles. Where are we making those? Right here. Good. Iron gear wheels. Really? We cannot get enough in here, it seems. That should take a full belt of iron and make into a full yellow belt of gear wheels. Hopefully those will get further down now then. I feel like there was something else we needed. Zone charging? No. Oh, zone expanders? No. I don't think there was anything for this. Was it just inserters or power poles? No, that can't have been it. I was looking for it in... Oh, it was filter inserters, of course. That's what I really came for. And then I thought I wanted something else, which was maybe power poles and zone expanders. That would make sense. And we needed to fix a sulfuric acid problem before leaving. For aluminium, or well, for crystal catalysts that we need for aluminium. Really? Dang it. Where are all of our storage chests when we need them? There we go. That should all go in here now, yes, and we're working good. Let's just fill up on landfill while we're here anyway. And we should get some of the stuff we brought into chests. We didn't bring any yellow underground. Great. But whatever. So, we need the filter inserters for the crushed stone. We can't really fit the liquefaction of stone in this general area, right? No, not really. Unless we expand further. We will have another build out here with chunks and catalysts. We won't be able to get any water in here though. So I think it's better to just do this at the end anyway. I don't have any clarifiers either, great. Mineralized water. Groundwater bore, I guess. This doesn't need to go on. This is the crushed stone. This is what we actually need further down the line. Need something like that. No. Something along that line, or this line, or both. I think this should work then. This will go on. This will go on. Still haven't done the filter inserters. Only crushed stone. Good. So from here we should have the three things we need into the sorters. These and these out here, and this in the middle. To output some solids from the sorters as well. But we have plenty of space now, so that's fine. So, we need an input out here. So input for that, input in here. How much input do we need? Two ferrous powder every second. Because if we did this, could just skip some belts. How much input do we need from the outside? 1 crystal dust and 2 Jivolite chunks every second. So that's probably needed unless we do red inserters. But we could make this a little bit more even if we did that. So this basically. Let's try that at least. We can always fix it later if it's not working. For the output, we can just do this, and it's everything we output that goes here. And we output how much? 2 every second, yes. And 1/3 or 1/6 of all of this is just 6 or 15, so that can be on one side of the belt. But we could also just balance it, just to make everything easier on the inserters. And we can power it. At this point I really need to see if it works before I want to spend too much more time on it, but I guess we can't do that before we decide where it's placed, so I guess we should just get it done. This powers everything, that's good. These are set up correctly. But we have done this with less substations? Probably. But I don't think I'm going to. Okay, that looks pretty neat in my opinion so far. Of course we still need this one part of it. We could bring sulfuric acid for that in through the middle. Since we have space in here anyway. I think that's an okay idea. And And where would we bring the output then? Oh, we also have this. That needs to be processed at some point at least. So 1/3 of this is just 7. Let's do 8. In here, hydrofluoric stuff. I guess we could as well just put these close to the middle like this. We just need to get the fluoride ore in here. Which is supposed to be on this belt. Yep. And then we have a solid output from this as well, that we put here, I guess. We can't really do that though. Well, we can if we utilize the space, which we should probably just do. So, input, 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 input. And then outputs. Something like that. And then power really wherever we want it. Unless we want to make all of this more complex and actually handle the sulfuric or calcium sulfate here. Have this space here we could try and utilize. Use this lime, that's fine, I guess. Can we get rid of lime? Not really, no. That sucks. We could feed it into glass or cement though. Which is not produced here, so it would go all the way to the other resource production area. Which again sucks. But I would rather have lime that we can actually use somewhere than calcium sulfate, which we can't. Since we can make it into sulfur dioxide anyway, which is actually useful. Now the output, this liquid output of these can go along the outsides here. And we could have 2 liquid outputs if we wanted to. So both the hydrofluoric acid and either sulfuric acid or just sulfur dioxide. But this extra processing step isn't a problem, no. This would be nice to have integrated. Now this is scaled up to produce the 900 we need in here, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think we just need these 2 steps in another block somewhere that is not linked, and by ingredient 18 of this per second. And produce this. Get 300 sulfuric acid back out of the 900 we need in. That's pretty good, I guess. We need a bunch of liquefiers for that though still. This is more than 1 for each row of these, so more than 2 for each full setup, which is a little annoying. Also need purified water. So this is the old way of making, or this usual way of making purified water, right? Why is this not used? So this is 3 to 2. We need 650. So plus 50% is 975, right? Yes. That's not too bad. I just want to consider if we should do this instead. So put water into a boiler and then cool the boiled water, or cool the steam. But this requires a lot of machines. So no. Though this also requires a clarifier, of course. We could bring all of the calcium sulfate to a central area between all of these. Because if we have 3 of these, still we have a good amount of space in between the ends of these, where it might be easier to set up one setup instead of having 6 of them. And on the other hand, it wouldn't matter too... well, it would matter. I don't want to use too much space here. We could also just have this calcium sulfate processing at the end of everything. As well, we're not gonna fit this and a clarifier and 2 of these and 1 of these in. I don't think to this small area. So let's say we output this to a belt and just combine it all. That's quite okay, I think. So this cannot be mirrored, but this can. I think this is the setup for now. We will find out what we're doing with this. Guess we would want this up aligned with our resources, our resource productions for it. Could even do it close up here, because we need these in as well. So we need 3 red belts for these ores in, plus 3 belts for this in, plus 1.5 belt of this in. That's all quite a lot. Oh, I totally ignored the milling drums. Holy Christ. That's not good. That's not gonna be compatible with anything here. So now we are gonna take this and put it here for now. And then we need to redesign this, I guess. Because the middle belt here will be full of ferrous powder. And we can't get anything into these either. Oh no. Why did I have to go and forget about that? And we fix this. If we make some more space in between here. Here. Can't have any inserters that get put into these though. We don't have the space for that, for both of them. So maybe we need to go back to where we had these next to each other instead. I think that is the best solution here. And that loosens up a bit of space as well. Do we want these to be staggered a little bit? Nah. This can insert into there. Maybe we want them up here though. These are still fine. could try and move this all down a little bit, but then we don't have the space over here. That's probably not a good idea. Keep the transfer here then. That's good. If we need to output from these, and we also need to input other stuff. We could potentially have the clean drums in here, or output the dirty drums. Do we want to integrate the cleaning of the drums though? We need 16, well, 5 of these in each of these full setups, so 3 on each side basically. That's quite a lot. The drums, I say 3 on each side. That's almost enough for us to just directly insert into it. New idea. What if we had cleaning of drums in here? Had the fluid come in somehow. I mean, this is always a possibility. Can both insert into this and take from it for these. Then we just need to filter the output for the belt for this stuff. Or we could make everything wider or and insert directly into sorting facilities. But that's still gonna be the widest point of this. I'm just gonna remove this part for now. So these could both put into there, these could put in here. This could all work. But how about the actual output from these? Where does that all go? Are we still trying to underground here? How would we get everything from both of those? Actually, that could work here. Something like that. How stupid is this all going to be? I really can't decide. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.